Today I'll be doing a leather restoration on this aniline sofa. And you may ask, well, how do I know if my sofa and my leather is aniline? And the easiest way to tell, I think, is to take some sort of rather benign liquid. It could be water. I would recommend water, but in this case I've got Windex. And spray it onto a rag and test this area. This area has this discoloration, obviously oils from somebody's hair. And when I try to rub it, you'll see that the leather instantly sort of absorbs the liquid. And nubuck would be even more dramatic. We do not recommend our product Rub and Restore for nubuck. For aniline, you can fudge it. So you can see how the liquid is sort of absorbed and has discolored the leather. This will evaporate. That's why Windex actually is okay for trying to dry clean. There's a bit of a spot here, and I can try to scrub this out. And you can put a hair dryer on it to accelerate dry time and see if you get any result. But very often I find you don't. So I'm going to proceed with a leather restoration. I'm going to mix a custom color. And normally Rub and Restore can be applied with a sponge, but for aniline, it's touch and go. I think people do, but I'm a professional out in the field today doing this restoration in a motorhome. So I'm going to mix my custom color, dilute it a little bit with the Clear Prep+Finish to make a more transparent glaze, and I'm going to airbrush it on with a spray gun. Now with an aniline leather, sometimes all you need is a coat of Clear Prep+Finish to restore the appearance, like on this front edge, which doesn't really have any discoloration. And you'll see that the Clear Prep+Finish, like other liquids, will temporarily darken it, but it will also sort of restore the deepness of the original tones of the leather while preserving the natural distressed look. But the problem is with other areas that have discoloration or body oils, the Clear Prep+Finish is just going to accentuate those features as well. So that's why I'll be mixing a custom glaze to blend out the appearance of those areas and it will create a little more homogeneous look, but it will overall be a dramatic improvement. So my custom glaze is ready to go. I have filtered it into a siphon spray gun. You can buy these for about $50 at Home Depot. I've also seen cheaper knockoffs for about $20 at Harbor Freight. And you could also use a gravity gun. Anything small that's considered a detail gun or a touch-up gun. You don't need a really massive equipment. And your masking card or piece of cardboard, and let us begin. So you'll see that in areas that weren't that bad, a very thin, quick pass and you're good. The areas that need more coverage, do a thin coat, walk away, let it dry. You can use your hair dryer as well. Follow up until it looks good. The more layers you do, the more homogeneous and monotone of an appearance you will get. With aniline, that tends to change over time because the way the leather wears, so that distressed look will return and probably require touch-up if you have body oils or stains. Now there are instances where a sponge is handy. This section of the sofa feels really rough, and if I spray it, you'll still see these lines and cracks that won't really go away. I'm going to put a little extra on there and just gently buff it in. And the sponge will really massage it into those cracks and allow them to disappear. I'll let this dry, I'll come back, and I'll do a nice airbrush again over the surface just to cover up that outermost layer again and give it an even texture, and it will look great. And it'll probably feel a little better too.